which threats you're running today? Were you
Um,
involved in it?
I have purposely not looked at the strats and all that kind of stuff. I want to just be surprised, like all my awesome viewers, and see how things work. How about you?
I did like a lot of them. Like me and John together did basically all the strats.
Okay.
So I know what they're running, I know what to expect, and yeah, we'll see. Some of them are really fun. Just because it's day one, you don't really lose anything by losing a game.
Mm-hmm.
So might as well go greedy.
That's okay. Yeah, that's very true. I mean, day one is just about jockeying for position for tomorrow, and that's it, right?
Yeah,
So,
basically, exactly.
all right. Well, let's talk through the lineups. I'll take my team, and then I'll pass it over to you. Sound good?
Yep, sure.
All right. So, for Team Super T, which stands for I'm Super, thanks for asking, we've got a Shimakaze that's torpedo build, Daring. We've got a Salem, Des Moines, reload build, Des Moines, interesting. Legendary Moskva, a Venezia. I haven't seen a Venezia in a while. And we've got a range mod St. Vincent. What do we got for
Okay,
your team?
we got a Daring, we got a Gearing Nevsky smoke train, a Harrow Des Moines smoke train, a Moskva, and a Schlieffen.
Ah, so
And this is
you guys are doing the typical death snail thing, huh?
yeah, like I don't know, Gearing Nevsky or in general smoke Nevsky is just so hard to counter on open areas that it's hard to skip it, especially if you have a really good Nevsky player like John here.
Gotcha. And you've got a secondary spec Schlieffen as well.
Yep, which will be playing for the 9-10 line. And then
Interesting.
Daring just kept contesting, like you're Daring as well.
Yep. Yep. This is going to be interesting. The bulk of both of our forces heading over towards the Charlie Cap.
And Venezia Shima is just a very solid flank that is hard to fuck up for people, hard to die. Thereby easy to execute, but it should lose to Gearing Nevsky over time.
Yeah, over time, I mean that's the power of those death snails, right? Is you put high DPM ships in that smoke and then you just DPM down whatever ship you can.
But looking at 9-10 line, this might be interesting. A lot of brawling. Obviously, you didn't bring a smoke. And our
Yeah.
smoke is on purpose a Haru, so it can pen these cruisers as well and get some extra DPM in.
Yeah, I noticed that it's
then-
a full smoke train Haro, yeah.
We couldn't really afford a Vincent. Obviously, you would like to bring a Vincent, but ship restrictions. Otherwise, we couldn't bring Nevsky.
Right, right. I remember in the rule set there's some specifics that you have to play around.
And your Moskva is already spotted. Interesting position that he's not at the rock, but actually kiting open water.
Yeah, I think he's going to back into the rock position there, but that gives him the ability to knock anything out that's needed, and he can also cover the Charlie Cap with his radar.
But the island, if you play it right, is usually very safe. So I'm curious why they decided to let him kite there. I'm really not sure.
Yeah, again, I'm not part of the planning sessions. For me, it's
So
more
we see
just
our Daring already capping here.
Yep, and I'm sure we'll see. Oh wait, the radar. There it is.
There's the radar.
Yep. And I'm sure Dominus knew that would happen, right? I mean, the Moskva was detected, so.
Yeah, but
there's no
Yud Moin
surprise.
is very aggressive there. Like, he's just nosing at the rock, and there's a Schlieffen coming, there's a smoke train coming. This
Yeah,
might just be a first blood.
I don't think he realizes that. There's his radar to detect the Haru.
And Salem also kiting, not committing for the island. This might be really bad for you guys on 10 line. And you can't really count on winning home cap, so you need to win this, otherwise you're out.
Yeah, and he's already getting whacked. Foxapalooza getting behind the island there, so he's safe. Let's take a look at the view from Hybrid's position there. He's got his Hydro up, so he should be detecting the torps now.
Yeah, but the problem is, Haru can just go 10 line and perma spot him because Salem didn't go for the island.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Moin just farms him, Schlieffen comes up into secondary range.
Right.
I don't know. This will be a hard one for him. Salem, it's really hard for him to go back to the island now. Should have just committed early on.
Yeah, I think the concern that they had was that there were so many ships heading towards the 9-10 line from your side. They didn't want to get in a position where they're stuck bow in. But you're right. I mean, it's kind of like you either win this or you lose the battle.
Venezia is also already half HP and like you're losing home cap right now. So I see Moscow is probably going back. But oh no, he's actually going for C. Looks like he's
it, yeah.
committing no sin for C. Are we? We're not getting the cap. Or are we?
He just got hit. No.
We're getting the cap. Okay, this is unlucky.
Yeah, very. I mean, wow. He got hit just as you guys got the cap. And
but
there's your
line is where the action is. And Des Moines is getting farmed again.
Well, like you said, the Haragumo is able just to walk north now. Actually, he's reversing north. Interesting. Gives him the ability to run away if he needs to.
That's a good decision because Salem is coming. That's really good. And at this point, he might even open up if he wants to. But looks like the Mon can still lower.
Yep, there he goes. Now, this is what I saw all of the past couple weekends in the Warships Classic tournament. And frankly, it's probably the most boring play, but it works. It's boring to cast. Because all you're like, it's like, oh, here's a smoke. Oh, here's a DPM cruiser in that smoke. Oh, okay, well, they're going to slowly whittle somebody down. Oh, okay, you know. There's no big hits. There's no, like, you know.
If you're playing this map, there is not really much funky stuff you can do. You can do a home cap push, or you basically play for 10 line and play semi for the home cap.
Right.
And 10 line is pretty much figured out how you play it, and if you just don't bring a smoke, or a Petro, like those kind of stuff, like only Des Moines Salem does usually not do it. And like you have your special ship which you can basically take, which is a Vincent, but you never really used it. Like it comes now when Des Moines is already dead, the flank is over, and frankly the game should be over at this point.
Yeah, Yoshi is quite low. Matter of fact, John the Ruthless doesn't even care about smoke anymore. He's just open watering. And Yoshi, he's not going to get his heal back in time. Yeah. He's going down probably with this salvo. Nope, next one.
Shema's trying to smoke him, won't do it.
Nope.
John doesn't have radar though. Not that it matters.
No. But very smart using the Hydro going to detect any torpedoes coming his way. Not looking good for Team Super T, down 2 ships.
Daring trying to cap, but Moscow has radar up, or Daring has more HP. And yeah. I guess Vincent has to do some Hail Mary play here.
I mean, it's got the guns to be able to punch through things. It's just a question if Miss Claire is going to get in a position to do that.
Like, he can probably get a good amount of damage into Des Moines, but then what? Schlieffen comes, collects him. And even if he gets him, just doesn't matter at this point.
Firing HE too. Now that's strange. I mean, these 457 guns can definitely overmatch the Des Moines armor. Yeah, it definitely feels like St. Vincent wasn't as useful as the team thought it would be.
It's like you have the speed boost and they didn't push him very aggressive. So it's like, what's the point? And by the time he came into the game, the Des Moines Salem were already bad. So your deployment on 9-10 line was not very good.
No.
Especially the Des Moines position is straight up suicidal, kind of. And then, since we didn't invest into a Vincent, but just took the Schlieffen, home cap was never really winnable for you guys.
No, it wasn't.
So probably just lost in preparation.
They did a decent job of trying to stop, but the problem is that your gearing was always backed up by John the Ruthless's Nevsky. So GG's. That's one win for Team Solitude. And good luck in the rest of the tournament, man.
Thank you. You too.